Welcome back, lottery fans. Today I'm back with another winning pick 3 rundown, and this one is pretty amazing in terms of how much it's been hitting. Been tracking it in several states, and it is hit in nearly every single state that I've been tracking it in. I want to say every single state, but there was one state where it hadn't actually hit yet. But every other state I tracked it in, it has been hitting. And the state I'm going to show you today as the example, it has hit 11 times in the last 3 weeks. Now, I normally say you play a rundown for a couple of weeks and then you change it up, but this one just keeps on going. And it's keeping on going for several different states as well. So I'm going to show you what the rundown is today. And then, of course, give it a try in your state. And you can do that by downloading the Pick 3 Rundown worksheet from lotterypredictor.com. And then you can print it out and you can do the rundown in your state as well. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and do our scratch off ticket. If you've been following along, you know that we've actually won for the last 3 times in a row. So my streak of bad luck has officially ended. We are winning with the scratch off tickets. So hopefully that will continue today with our Monopoly one. But we'll do that at the end of the rundown. So we go ahead and show you the state that I've been doing, that this has worked for 11 hits in the last 3 weeks, and it's just 11 hits in the evening lottery. I haven't even been checking the midday lottery yet for this one, so it may even be more. So this is pretty phenomenal. But this is going to be for New Jersey. And as I said, it's going to be the New Jersey evening lottery. And base date I started on was the 1st of January. I figured I'd go ahead and see just how many hits New Jersey had out of this rundown for January so far. And it's had 11 in the last 3 weeks. So we start off with that first result from the 1st of January, which in the New Jersey evening lottery. And that was an 893. So to do this rundown, we're going to go ahead and fill in our base grid with that 893. And then we're going to go ahead and use the flip numbers. It's the flip numbers that have been working for New Jersey. I have noticed it was a combination of flip numbers working in some states, mirror numbers working in other states. New Jersey, it had a few mirror numbers, but it was definitely the flip numbers that was pretty dominant. It was definitely night and day between flip numbers and mirror numbers. But if you try this in your state, try both. Try the flip numbers and the mirror numbers, because when you get to the translated grid, you can do either of them and see which one's working for you. So we're actually going to do the rundown that's been working is the +2, +5. Now to do this rundown, what we do is we take that 893 and we fill it in the left-hand column like so. And then we take the center column and we add 2 to this number here. So we do 8 + 2, which is 10, but we just take the right-handmost digit, which is 0, put that in there. 9 + 2 is 11, take the right-handmost digit, which is 1, and 3 + 2 is 5, so we just put that 5 in like so. Next up is the 8s, and we're going to add, the 5s. We're going to add 5s in this right-hand column to our left-hand column. So 8 + 5, which is 13, put a 3 in there. 9 + 5 is 14, put a 4 in there. And 5 + 3 is 8, put an 8 in there. So there's your base grid, very simple. Do it with mental math mostly, but if you need a calculator, no harm, no foul, you can definitely do it that way as well. All right, translated grid. We're going to go ahead and, as I said, use our flip numbers for the New Jersey, but feel free to use the mirror numbers if you don't notice the flip numbers hitting as much. Check it out for both of those. So we look up the 8 on the top line of our flip numbers, and we take the number underneath it, which is a 1, and we put that in that spot on the translated grid. 0, the one underneath it's a 3, put a 3 there. And 3, the number underneath it's a 6, put a 6 there. We just go down every single number, filling it in the same spot. 9 is a 2, 1 is a 4, 4 is a 7, 3 is a 6, 5 is an 8, and 8 is a 1, like so. So there's our grids. So now that we've got our grids, I can go ahead and I can show you the 11 spots where it's actually hit so far in the last 3 weeks. As I said, since the 1st of January, in the last 3 weeks, it's hit 11 times. Now I'm going to leave a bit more space. So I've only got 6 numbers here, so we're going to have to go on either side here just to show you all of those spots. And it started out with the 2nd of January. So 2nd of January, the result in the New Jersey evening lottery was an 861. Now we go ahead and we look in our flip number grid. It's right here in one of our most common patterns. And you know, the common patterns that I like are the verticals down, the horizontals across, and the crisscrosses. Those are what I consider the common patterns. The uncommon patterns are things like the right angles or the one-offs or the zigzags. But this was a common pattern. I play this a lot, and it's right there on that bottom row. 681 is a box number on the 2nd of January. Next up, we had the 3rd of January, so 1-3. We had a 1-3-6. Is it a 1-3-6? No, sorry, what am I saying? It's not a 1-3-6 at all. It was a 4-0-3. Not sure where I got that 1-3-6 from. Right, it was a 4-0-3. And if we look on our base grid, we've actually got our uncommon pattern, but that corner pattern, which we actually we see quite a lot of. We see the corner patterns and the angle patterns quite a lot, but that 403 is right there on a corner pattern there. All right, next up on the 5th of January, 1-5, our result was an 8-2-6. And if we go ahead and look on our flip grid this time, we're looking for an 8-2-6. And once again, we see that corner pattern come into play, a 2-6-8 showing up right there as a box number. All right, then on 1-8, we're only 4 in out of 11 so far. We had a 4-9-1 show up. And once again, go to our base grid. We've got our common pattern showing up. Yet again, our horizontal, a 4-9-1 showing up right there. So already, if you're playing this rundown and you're only playing the common patterns, the horizontals across, you'd have already had 2 hits out of this rundown. So a very good rundown for New Jersey here. Next up on 11, so the 11th of January, the result was a 3-8-0. And as we see it again, right here, that common pattern, that horizontal common pattern straight across, 8-0-3. So 3 box numbers now on that horizontal pattern. This is something I rarely see. I rarely see this common pattern hitting this many times on a rundown. So New Jersey is definitely on fire with this rundown here. All right, and then the last one we'll try and squeeze in onto this line here. On the 12th of January, our result was a 7-3-1. Oops, that's a 3, not a 5, if you can see there. And this time it's on our translated grid. It's actually showing up twice. We've got the 1 off there, the 173 showing up there, but we also got a 137 showing up as a box number there. So that's showing up twice on that grid. Now, if you see my other rundowns, I say if it shows up twice on a rundown, either once here, or twice here, or even more than twice, which we've seen before, then definitely go ahead and keep playing that number, because it's a good sign that it's actually going to go ahead and show multiple times. You'll remember I had a rundown back in December where it hit so many times on a single rundown. It was phenomenal. I'd never seen a rundown hit that many times on a single number. It was huge. Definitely go ahead and check in back videos for that. I believe it was sometime, it's a couple of days before Christmas, but check out that rundown. It was something I'd never seen before. All right, next up we had the 15th of January, and our result was a 4-9-1. Now that's a repeat of the 8th, so if you were playing these numbers, you would have already had, once again, a 4th one showing up right here. So this is showing up twice now. So now we've got 4 numbers showing on that common horizontal pattern, which is more than I've ever seen it show up before in that short period of time. 16th next, and we had a 4-1-0. And once again, we're going to take our base grid, and we already had this one here, a 4-3-0 on a corner. We flip that corner over, and we have a 4-1-0 showing up right there. So the corner patterns and the horizontal patterns definitely playing big on this rundown. 117 was next, and it was a 3-1-6. And we've already had 4 horizontal straight acrosses, and this one makes it 5. A 136 as a box number right there. 5 so far straight across horizontal patterns. A lot of you leave comments saying, how do I know what to play? Well, stick to the common patterns if you don't want to stray out with a lot of different numbers. This one clearly shows that it's working for New Jersey here. All right, the 18th was our next number. We had a 714 show up. And right here, this shows up on our translate grid. We've got a corner pattern again right here. So that's 3 corner patterns and 5 straights showing up out of the 10 numbers we've had already. So we've got a 471 showing up there. It actually also shows up a 471 or a 147 as a box number right here. So that's another one to pay attention to because that's showing up twice as well. All right, then our last one, the last of 11, the 19th, we had a 901 show up. And once again, if we go to our base grid, we've got that corner pattern, a 019 showing up right there. So I believe that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corner patterns and 5 straight common patterns there, horizontals. So definitely those are the 2 patterns to watch for the New Jersey Evening Lottery. As I said, this one was on fire. I saw this working in a lot of different states, but New Jersey really stood up, so I had to go ahead and show you. But if you try this in your state, definitely let me know in the comments below. Let me know how it works out for you. But let's go ahead and do our Monopoly scratch-off ticket. This is the Illinois $2 Monopoly. Very straightforward. We scratch off our winning symbols, and then we scratch off the top hats, and hopefully we match a winning symbol to a top hat. And of course, we can always match the 2x, 5x, and 10x. Now, as I said, the last 3 lottery tickets we've scratched off, our last 3 rundowns, we've won on every single ticket, so that's definitely a good sign. I think I'm pushing my luck to hope for this one, but you never know. You can always just hope. All right, we're looking for a necklace, and that looks like a safe. So we'll do the red top hats first. We've got a light bulb there, so no winner there. We've got a chest, no there, onto the green hats. We've got a ring. Ring would be nice, but we don't need it. And a Mr. Monopoly. There's nothing there, onto the purple ones. A crown. And a roll of money. Nothing there. All right, 4 left, the blue hats here. We've got a go sign, so nothing there. And we've got a tap. We're still looking for a necklace or a safe. All right, last 2 on the yellows. We've got a coins, and we've got some bills. So nothing. That lottery ticket was a bust, but well, I'm still happy because we've got a huge, fantastic rundown, and we have been winning on the other lottery tickets. All right, so that's it for today. I will be back later on with some more winning rundowns. We've got new horoscope numbers coming very soon. We've got a new moon coming up this week. We'll have some numbers out for that. And of course, as we start going into February, we've got a whole bunch of February numbers started going as well. So definitely subscribe to the channel, follow, like. Thank you for all the shares and the likes and the comments. You guys have been amazing. It really keeps me going with all of that. In the meantime, good luck, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.